Hello, YouTube. Tammy here as a yarn crafter, just popping in for hopefully somewhat of a quick things are making Thursday video. I do not have any new dishcloths to show, but I have past dishcloths I made. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen and show you some of the things I have made. Share screen. Just give me one moment here. Oh, no, wrong window. We want this one, I believe. Maybe. Just give me one moment, please. Oh, wait a minute. Yes. Okay. Not that one. There we go. I'm sorry about that, everybody. It just decided it was gonna not bring up the screen right away. So, I'm gonna try and go through one by one. So there was this little striped one I made, oh goodness, years ago. My older son claimed it pretty quickly. He loves it. It's a little bit on the thicker, heavier duty cotton, but he likes it. And then there's this one. To give you a heads up, I couldn't really tell you much about most of the yarn. I just know they're different cotton yarn. Now this one was a lighter cotton, so it was I think it was in with a Christmas gift I gave to somebody at one point. And I did let them know that it was a lighter cotton and it was more meant for like in the bathroom, not in the kitchen. So I gave that away as a gift. Same with this one was another one that was a lighter cotton. And I loved how, putting that little stripe of blue in there kind of broke up the yellow because, I don't know, yellow is not really a color I feel suits washcloths. I don't know, it's just me. And then there's this Christmas one here that was done and it grew as you went along to make it bigger. Was not a fan of the design. I think it would have been better actually if A, it was in a solid, and B, I think if I had used like the bathroom cotton, like cotton for the bathroom instead of the kitchen. But it was using up some cotton. I do have a lot more dishcloths in this same cotton, so be prepared because there's a bunch of Christmas ones that will get brought up. This one, I don't know, I wasn't a fan of it. It was for a challenge or it was for some pattern I had. I don't remember now because I've made it years ago and it had some color work in it. And to be truthful, I don't even know if I think this cloth is gone. I think I donated it. But I really don't think I made it out of a cotton, really. I think it was a cotton blend. And I don't know. I'm glad I didn't keep it because I wasn't really happy with it. Okay, this one here. Love the yellow cotton. This brown at the top, which is a common thing I will do in my dishcloth. It's kind of a textured yarn. It is cotton, but it's not the normal scrubby cotton that, a lot of people see, that a lot of people I know don't like to use. This brown cotton came from a local dollar store, and I've got a few different dishcloths where I use this cotton, but different colors all had like a different texture to it. So it's kind of like building in like kind of a scrubby in with the washcloth. And I like trying to do that with my washcloths, like my dishcloths. Then there was this Christmas one that was kind of cute. I wish I'd made it a little bigger because it did come out small. Then there was this one. It was done in two parts. And then when you worked up the last row, I think it was of the blue, you joined it to the yellow or something like that. Made it years ago. Again, it was a lighter cotton material. This one here, loved this one. And again, this brown section here is more of the scratchier cotton. And I think this one was only like a half double or double crochet stitch. But I love how the colors work together. And you will see these colors later on in another item I made. Then there's this one. Again, I this cotton here in the center, it was kind of a different texture. I'm going to sneeze in a moment. I'm so sorry if I do. I'm trying to hold it back. But it was a little on the thicker side, and it was like multiple threads of cotton spun together kind of thing. It was like a little different. It wasn't like a normal cotton, and it was thick. It turned out really thick. But I think a friend of mine bought that from me for like use as a hot plate because of how thick it was, which was I was okay with. Then there's these two done with the exact same yarn out of the same skein, one regular, right after each other. They're both Tunisian. The one is the standard Tunisian stitch. You see all the bars are straight up and down. And then the other one, the bars go on the sides. And I wish I could remember the name of this other one because it's a really cute Tunisian stitch. And it's like when you're doing the bars, it's a 2-row repeat kind of thing. So they stagger on each other. But it was a fun technique to learn. And I really love how the standard Tunisian one kind of yarn pulled on its own, like both of them did. I didn't control anything. And how they look, not even just the stitch, but the coloring looks so different. And they were the same size across of stitches. So kind of neat how it looks so different. Then same yarn, I made this dishcloth. This one's actually kind of more like a pot holder. It was a little thicker as well of a stitch. Or a smaller dishcloth. It wasn't very big, but it was kind of a cute, fun one I made at one point. Then, now we're going to get into the Christmas ones. More Christmas ones. I think this one was knitted from the looks of the bottom and the top. It was done on knitting needles, but I don't remember exactly which type of pattern or stitching I used. But it turned out kind of cute. I actually really liked that one. Now, a lot of my dishcloths I sell as well, so a lot of these I probably no longer have in my possession. Because the lady lives next door to me where my camper, she seems to buy my dishcloths the moment I put them out. So this one here was another quick one she bought one year from me. And then there's this Christmas one. Again, I don't remember the pattern, but this one was really cute. I liked how the texture of it turned out because all the little bumps give you like just that little bit of extra for like a scrubby. You gotta put a little bit more oomph in your cleaning. This is like kind of like a knit pearl basket type theme dishcloth, which I also thought turned out really cute. And with this type of stitch, it made it a little more flexible. It wasn't as stiff, I found. Now this one here, done with the same cotton as those Christmas ones I just showed you. And I really, really, really wish I could remember the pattern for this one because it's done with short rows. Like you start with the longest row and then each row gets a little shorter, a little shorter, a little shorter. And then all of a sudden you do the long row again. And it was really fun. I had enjoyed this very much so. And I would love to try and find this pattern again and like take like a baby yarn and then make it a whole lot bigger, like way bigger, and make a baby blanket out of it. I think that would be so cute as a baby blanket. And it's different. But unfortunately, I don't remember what the pattern was for it or even where I found it. I couldn't tell you, but it was definitely a fun dishcloth. This one here, the cotton was a little bit on the thinner side, so this one was a washcloth that I think my older son also claimed from me because he liked it. It was pretty simple, and for an adult male, nothing too like, whoa, what's in my face kind of thing. Then there was this one, which is just your standard knitted dishcloth that I think a lot of people who knit or are learning to knit and they want to learn dishcloth, this is pretty much the standard one that people usually learn first. And I do have more of them a little later on. As you can see, there's 2 more here. And then there is 2, 4, 6. There is 8 more here. So I got 10 of them in total out of one big skein the Burnett kitchen cotton, I believe it is, or handy cotton or something like that. It's a big ball. I know you can get them from Walmart. Um, Originally when I was selling my dishcloths, I was originally selling them for $1 a piece. Not a bad price for a handmade dishcloth. It's just, well, I make them for fun, and I just want them, I keep some for myself, but I want them gone, especially if I don't have a gift to give them to or anything like that. And I like selling them, and like I said, my neighbor, to where my camper is, she buys them up because like all these ones here in particular, and the other two I just showed you, she bought every single one of them, and she gives them away for Christmas gifts because like they do like I think $5 or $10 gift exchange type thing in the family, like for all the adults. So she gives everyone a new washcloth every year. So anyways, I sell my dishcloths or washcloths, like face cloths, shower cloths, whatever, bath cloths, for $1 a piece. Well, then I upped them to $1.50. So I thought, okay, I know I'm losing money on my dishcloths, so I upped them to $1.50. Well, then when I bought this skein of yarn, and I love the color, the mint green and the gray and the white. Oh, I so love this yarn. I've been on the look for another one in this colorway because I really like it. But when I bought this skein in particular from my local Walmart here in Southern Ontario, Canada, it had gone up in price. And I thought, And I looked at the pattern that was on the label, and I thought, that's a cute pattern, but it ate up a little bit more yarn than this pattern. So I thought, you know what? Let's see how many washcloths I can get with this pattern out of one skein of yarn, and at the $1.50 a piece, let's see what my profit or loss margin is. I think for all the washcloths I made out of the one skein, and I only had, the gumball machines where you put the quarter in or whatever, 50 cents, dollar, whatever it is, and you get the colorful gumball. I had maybe that much yarn left, like literally that was it. And for the amount of the washcloths and for the price of what I was selling them for and the price of the yarn, I was losing money. I thought, oh, this is not good. Not good at all. Considering I got the most washcloths out of the skein with this pattern as to if I was doing different patterns. So I thought, okay, I've got to up my price, which kind of sucks. So now I charge Canadian Fund $2 a dinner, or $2 a cloth, which I feel is a little high, but I figured it out. And with this washcloth, no, wait, that can't be right. $2 a washcloth, there's 9, that's 18. But yeah, no, it wasn't $2. Maybe, however, I figured it out, and my mathing is not working right now. It's really early in the morning here for me. But I think I'm only making like either a quarter profit or 50-cent profit after I put the money back in for what the yarn cost me itself. So I'm not making much of a profit off my washcloth, but I do really, really, really love this color scheme. And I would love to, like I said, get my hands on some more of it and try a few different patterns because it's really pretty color. And I find the color, like the white in this scheme, carried more than it did the Christmas one, the blue yarns. Then there's this one I made. It's, as you can see, knitted. It's got a little heart in the center here. I hope you guys can see it. Obviously, there's a bar of soap in the photo just to show you it is for bathing purposes. And I took the second picture of it, flipped over so you see it on the reverse side. And it was kind of a simple washcloth. There wasn't a whole lot to it. I do like the washcloths that have little pictures in them. And I would love to find multiple ones but are the same count for width-wise and height-wise. And then maybe get some really nice baby yarn colors and do a bunch of different washcloths with patterns with the little pictures in them, but sew them all together and make a little baby quilt out of it. But that one was a fun little hand washcloth. I think I was watching a couple YouTube videos and whipped it up. It was really simple. Then there's these three. The brown I can tell you a bit about this one. The brown in the center of the blacks is like one of those scrubby type yarns. The black I know is a 24/7 cotton. And again, my neighbor bought all three. And that was in like, I think September, October, somewhere around there. Then my older son informed me, mid-November, that maybe this was going back last year. Yeah, it would have been last year. So actually, Christmas 2023 now, sorry. So 2 Christmases ago, he could really use some dishcloths. And I thought, if I would have known that maybe a few months back, he would have gotten these 3 because they're kind of more manly, I feel, with the black. Now, I know not a lot of people put black dishcloths in their kitchen, but I thought they turned out really cute. And like, again, the brown in the middle is a bit of the yarn from the dollar store, and it is a little different texture. So you got like that built-in scrubby again. And there are, like I said, there are more like that. This one here is more scrubby, less dishcloth, because the white is a normal cotton. The brown was more of the scrubby. Why I made it that big, I couldn't tell you. I just went with it, and that's what I came up with. Just a simple stitch. It was nothing fancy. Boredom one day. Then again, this one, like you'd already seen some of this yarn already. Again, the variegate's a regular cotton. This lighter wheat color, I think it was called, was from the dollar store again. Kind of had a rougher texture to it. But there was a cute little set I made. There was this. Oh, no. Okay, the other part's coming up. Then there's these 3 I just made like earlier this year, I believe it was, or late. Well, sorry. It was in 2024 I made those ones. They were all right, but I don't know about the stitch. I didn't like how the sides, like especially the yellow one here, was, I don't know. I've gotten better with my crochet. I can honestly say that if it says chain 3 and it equals whatever stitch, I usually chain only 2. Or if it says chain 4 and it equals, a double treble, I'll only do chain 3. Because I always find if you do the chain they call for, it doesn't make the edges very nice. And I wasn't a fan of these ones for the edging. But here again is that same yarn from the couple washcloths ago. And this one was kind of neat. And I don't honestly know if I still have this one or not. But what I like about it is you wear it like kind of like a glove. And I wish I had done something a little different so that after you do the hand part, you got a part that goes up to the wrist a little more. And on the inside of it, so it's like you're almost wearing like a puppet. But on the inside, it's got the scrubby yarn and it's on both sides. So you do them in 2 strips and then you stitch them together. And it's great for like scrubbing pots and stuff like that. Or you can flip it over and use the cotton side if you're, just washing normal dishes. But I don't think I still have this one. And I really wish I could remember where I got this pattern from as well. But it was definitely a fun one. And like I said, I love putting different textured yarn with my regular kitchen cotton yarn. But that would be the last one because there's no arrow there. So that's the last photo. I hope you guys enjoyed some of my past dishcloths. I will not have any dishcloths, I don't think, to show you next week. But I do believe, if I'm not wrong, give me a moment here to pull my calendar out, please. And next Thursday is the last one of the month. So next Thursday, I will let you guys know what the new pattern is we will be working on for February. So everyone, be safe, keep warm, because I know a lot of us are under major cold spells right now, and I know a lot of my friends, of you guys that are in the States, are getting hit really bad. So please stay in if possible. Do not go out unless you absolutely have to. If you got pets, don't keep them out very long. Like, take them out, let them do what they gotta do, and get them back in those homes. Get them all nice and warm and snuggly and such. Same with if you got smaller children or grandchildren, make sure they're bundled up really, really good right now because, I don't want to hear any bad news due to crappy weather we're getting. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for hanging in with me and checking out some of my washcloths. Hopefully, maybe with the scrubby ones, I kind of inspired you to maybe try some of your own. And I will see you guys all later. Actually, tomorrow, Friday, is my Finish It Friday video. I do have an item to show you, and I think you guys will find it quite cute. It's only the one item. My boot cuffs will not be done for tomorrow, for Friday, so the poll is still open on my community page. If you would like to put a vote in for what I will be making out of my head to toe winter knits book, the poll is still up. It's still available. Go over there, click 1, 2, or 3. Like I said again, it's my entertainment to see what you guys will pick. But anyways, everybody, please be safe. If you gotta go out, make sure you got emergency kits in your cars and stuff like that, and lots of fluids for yourself, for your vehicles. And please, everyone, be careful on the roads. Take your time. Be patient with those idiot drivers out there, and we know they exist everywhere and anywhere you go. But again, if you do not have to go out, don't go out. Be home, be safe. Wait for this nasty weather to pass us. And I will talk to you guys all soon. I love and respect all of you. Have a good night.